Hi, my name is Charmaine Broughton, and tonight I am here at the Creative Cook in downtown Bracebridge, celebrating Bracebridge's Festival of Lights, kicking off the holiday season. I am a trained chef, and I was also one of the featured chefs at What's Cooking Bracebridge that happened this past fall in beautiful downtown Bracebridge. And tonight I am preparing my cozy winter oatmeal, and it's a great recipe to have your kids get involved in the kitchen. So grab your kids and enjoy the holiday season with some yummy, festive, healthy grub from my kitchen to yours. Merry Christmas. So I'm super excited tonight to be sharing with you my signature dish, which is my cozy winter oatmeal. And what I love about this recipe is it uses pantry staple ingredients, but not only that, it's just a great excuse to have your kids get involved in the kitchen. So we're going to start off with 1 cup of rolled oats. So I just have large flaked rolled oats here. And then we are going to add some seeds. So what I do is I go to the bulk barn about once a month and I get equal portions of hemp seed, flaxseed, and chia seed, excuse me. And then I put them in a mason jar. And then from here, I'll add them to my cookie batter, sprinkle them into my oatmeal, into my morning smoothie. So it's a great way to add extra fiber, protein, and just awesome nutrients from all of the different seeds and all the healthy fats. So I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of the seed mixture to the oats. So again, a great way to get plant protein and your healthy fats. A couple tablespoons of those. And then we are going to add some dried cranberries. But if you didn't have dried cranberries, you could use dried raisins. You could use chopped up dried figs. But if you didn't like dried fruit, you don't even have to use it. So we're just going to add a little bit for some natural flavor. And then from here, I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon, okay? Again, another little trick that I do is I like to go to the bulk barn, buy all my spices, and put them into these little mason jars. So it looks really nice. One, it's stackable in your pantry, but second of all, then you can see exactly what you're grabbing instead of having little bags or tins. This way it's visual and it's easy to prepare. So I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon and ginger. And again, the terrific thing about this recipe is it's just a matter of assembling. So if you really love cinnamon, you could add more. If you don't like it, you don't even have to add it at all. A little bit of ground ginger. Put that aside. And then we're going to add a little bit of orange juice. So again, something that most people already have in their refrigerator. So there's no excuse to be going through the drive-thru in the morning. And some Greek yogurt. What I really love about Greek yogurt is it's high in protein and it's thick and creamy and delicious, and it's just so good for you, and it just adds a really nice texture to this muesli. So we're going to add that in. So we'll start to stir this all together. So again, there's no actual cooking in this recipe. It's just a matter of assembling. So like I said, this is a great recipe to have your kids get involved in. So we're stirring it all together. And then we're going to add some Muesli maple syrup. But if you didn't have maple syrup, you could use honey, a little bit of brown sugar, and then vanilla, because what's a gorgeous muesli without vanilla? We'll stir this all together. A pinch of salt. I often get asked what is the most important ingredient in the kitchen. And I always tell people salt and pepper. They're the two most underrated ingredients in the kitchen, but salt really helps bring all the flavors together. And then to add a little bit of texture and more nutrients to this dish, I've just chopped up a Macintosh apple. So what I love about Macintosh apples is they're expensive and they're local. So I use Ontario Mac apples. I leave the skin on for a number of different reasons. First and foremost, that's where all the nutrients are. And second of all, people often say to me, oh, well, I don't have time to eat healthy and I don't have time to do this or that in the kitchen. Well, when you avoid peeling it, you're saving yourself a step. Therefore, you're saving yourself money. You're saving yourself time. And you will save money by not going through the drive-thru. All right, so we're adding in our apple, and you could add pear, like that. Now, a little secret ingredient that most people already have in their fridge is I like to take advantage of every little bit of food that I have. I don't like anything to go to waste. So I always use the zest of all my citrus fruit, whether it be oranges or lemons or limes or even grapefruit for that matter, because it adds a ton of flavor without any extra fat or calories. And it's great. You can add it to marinades, to soups, to stews, to cookie batter. Like there's nothing better than a shortbread cookie with some dark chocolate and some grated orange zest. So again, you've already paid for the orange, you might as well be using the zest. And we're just gonna grate this in. I just like to use the box grater, or you could use a rasp, okay? And we're gonna stir this all together. And I've got this cute little dish here, and we will portion it out. Now, ideally what you wanna do is at this point, cover it up, pop it in your fridge for about 4 hours or overnight, and then this way you've got a beautiful muesli for the whole family in the morning. So there's no excuse to be going through the drive-thru. From my happy, healthy kitchen to yours, I just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas.